The Binge Pipe menu screen. The Binge Pipe menu screen is now trending. The Binge Pipe streaming service uses science and innovation to deliver high-quality innovation and science. The Binge Pipe way.
Before Binge Pipe, there was nothing for me. Now I see everything. And it's too much. I know too much. Why are there so many?
Binge Pipe. Shh. Going outdoors has become obsolete thanks to these Binge Pipe programs.
He's a cop that doesn't play by the rules. She's also a cop that doesn't play by the rules. You know, they might not be cops.
Got a date right after work, and you find yourself a little worried about what's going on down there? Well, maybe you shouldn't have let that family of possums move in.
Bears versus ducks. It pretty much plays out how you'd expect.
I love the relish that is coming through in this buttercream frosting, but I'm not tasting enough hot dog in the cupcake itself.
Binge Pipe is still contractually bound to bring you You Don't Know Jack. Binge Pipe. The safe word is Binge Pipe.
Hi, I'm your host, Cookie Masterson, and if the opportunity were to ever arise, I'd be honored to be your power of attorney. They say number 1 is the loneliest number. I think 92 is. My grandpa basically had no friends at the end. So let's make this happen.
Time for question 1.
To get things started, for whom the doorbell tolls? Knock, knock. Who's there? The first person to make a knock-knock joke. Mark Twain who? Oscar Wilde who? Roald Dahl who? Or William Shakespeare who? Okay, let's take a look. I am Groot. Here's what you meant to pick. William Shakespeare is the first author to use the phrase, knock knock who's there, to set up a joke in recorded history. This bit is almost as good as when Hamlet contemplated why the fowl trespassed the country path.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Here's one I like to call the most poorly researched show on Earth. Which of the following statements about P.T. Barnum is the most historically accurate? Phineas T. Barnum faked a mermaid using a monkey and a fish. Peter T. Barnum led 21 elephants across the Brooklyn Bridge. Patrick T. Barnum... And how'd we do? It's true, he made them release it early. At least P.T. Barnum did, not this Percival guy you're going on about. Let me show you something. P.T. Barnum sewed a monkey and a fish together to make a fake mermaid. In fact, all of these facts about P.T. Barnum are true, but his full name was also Phineas Taylor Barnum. But back in those days, everybody was sewing monkeys and fishes together and passing them off as mermaids. It was basically the ice bucket challenge of its time.
Why don't we do it with 3?
Try this on for size. Steving is the hardest part, except for something even harder like a dis or dat. I'm gonna read off 7 movies, all featuring beloved character actor Steve Buscemi. For each one, tell me if Steve Buscemi's character is alive at the end of the movie, or Steve Buscemi's character is dead by the end of the movie. Think fast, you'll only get a few seconds to pick between Buscemi lives or Buscemi dies. Ready? Let's go. Reservoir Dogs. Armageddon. Fargo. Monsters, Inc. Con Air. Billy Madison. The Big Lebowski. Let's just pretend you didn't understand the rules. Let's get on with it, shall we?
I don't need you anymore.
Feast your eyes upon this. Today's secret ingredient is integrity. If politicians wanted to literally become spineless, what should they do? Julienne themselves, spatchcock themselves, chiffonade themselves, or score themselves? Okay, what'd you pick? The sad thing is we will never find out what chiffonade means. And here's where the money is. A technique used in preparing poultry, spatchcocking is a form of butterfly cut where the backbone is removed so it can be flattened for the grill. Spatchcocking. Didn't a politician just resign trying to do that? I'll be here all episode. Introducing trying to find the Laffy Taffy writing team on LinkedIn. What would be written on a Laffy epitaphy wrapper? No apples were harmed in the making of this taffy. Dear consumer, I long for your soft, wet mouth in loving memory of banana, or jab into outer thigh and push down firmly. Hope you like what you picked. Will the correct answer please rise? An epitaph is a short phrase written or put on a tombstone. Kind of like what Willy Wonka had to write after he murdered all those kids in his factory. Round one is over. It's great to have a nice relaxing game free of actual competition. Oh, and by the way, all the cash in round two is doubled, in case you care about things like that. Okay, buckle in.
6 trombones is not a parade.
This one's called, I wouldn't call my home smart exactly. I have a lot of voice-activated gadgets at home, but I mostly like to set up elaborate power struggles between them. What should I say if I want my Amazon Echo to tell my iPhone to do something? Siri, tell Cortana to turn off the lights. Alexa, tell... So what'd you pick? Alexa is the virtual assistant for the Amazon Echo, and Siri is the one for the iPhone. And if this question turned one of the devices on in your home, frankly, I'm not sorry about it.
Hey, question.
At Binge Pipe, we value your needs. Would you like a question where everything is spelled correctly, or a question where everything is spelled incorrectly? Pick your poison. You have engaged with the process.
J'ai mangé tous les œufs. 7.
Next, a question where everything is spelled incorrectly. In which movie does everything get destroyed at the end? The Road, Doctor Strangelove, I Am Legend, or One Direction, This Is Up? I love this part. In the final scene of this Stanley Kubrick film, the Earth gets bombed to smithereens. And don't even ask me to spell smithereens.
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of it.
Coming up, need 4 more subscribers to fund Sistine Chapel. If Michelangelo had a Patreon page, which user would be subscribed? Pope John 007, Leonardo da Vinci is Da Bestie, Medici family official, or the real Vespucci? Let's see how that shook out. Now pay attention. The Medici family ruled Florence and were some of Michelangelo's biggest patrons. Patreon makes it so simple to support the artists I love. Like, not the artists I actually love, but like my friend from college who started a music blog I never read. And now, the Crate Depression. What would you find in a Loot Crate box that was curated by archaeologist Howard Carter? King Tut beef jerky, a Rosetta Stone iPad cover, Dead Sea Scrolls underwear, or a Marie Antoinette bobblehead? I love this part. I have a pretty sophisticated explanation about why this answer is so intellectually amusing, but instead... This what you had in mind? Howard Carter was the archaeologist who discovered King Tut's tomb in 1922. So be warned that beef jerky is probably cursed. I mean, even more than the usual for beef jerky. There is no hiding from Octopus Coffee, Queen Elizabeth, or Frankenstein.
Octopus, coffee, Queen Elizabeth, or Frankenstein. It's a monster.
John Lennon's alter ego in Yellow Submarine. Octopus, coffee, Queen Elizabeth, or Frankenstein. Hope you like what you picked. In the 1968 animated film Yellow Submarine, John Lennon is introduced as Frankenstein's monster. Welcome to the attack. Well, don't mind me then. Here's your clue. Pack mentality. Figure out who belongs in these packs. Good luck. That's all she wrote. Wow, you are the winner! And I guess technically the loser too. Anyway, your score's fine. Not great, not bad, which makes sense considering...
You don't know Jack!
Are you tired of streaming services that are actually real and provide real services and aren't just a satirical wrapper for the latest iteration of a video game franchise? Well then, BingePipe is for you.
I'm a single parent.
I'm a bit of a scamp.
I'm just your average consumer.
We are Binge Pipe!
The following Binge Pipe content is sponsored by the Roller Coaster Attendant Society, which reminds you to always... injury or death.
I've just fallen down the stairs, but I feel great.
Binge Pipe, much to the chagrin of its board of directors, presents You Don't Know Jack. Binge Pipe, please, no whistleblowers.
Hi there, I'm Cookie Masterson. I'm famous for hosting this game and for getting beaten up by a baby chimpanzee in an IKEA parking lot. Hey, don't worry, Player 2. I won't tell Player 1 about the secret cheat code you just entered. All right, here goes nothing.
Time for question 1.
To begin with, color wheel. Which unlikely cartoon couple would combine to form complementary colors? Pikachu and Big Bird, Shrek and Sonic the Hedgehog, a Minion and the Pillsbury Doughboy, or Cookie Monster and Chester Cheetah? Okay, let's take a look. Well, I have definitely written some fan fiction about this. I thought it was obvious it was this one. Complementary colors are opposite on the color wheel. For instance, blue and orange. They could also bond over their unhealthy eating habits.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
How about this one? The most dangerous trivia game. The alien predator is an apex predator, but what is the apex of that predator? Its bone necklace, its wrist blades, its scary mask, or its loincloth? Who picked what? Let's call this a teaching moment. Apex means the uppermost part of something, and the predator's mask goes over the top of his head. Monsters from the 80s just won't die. Only last week, my neighbor was mauled by a Care Bear.
Why don't we do it with free?
This one's known as our luxury line of spells. And get ready to do some shopping because it's time for Dis or Dat. I'm going to read off 7 things, and for each one, I want you to tell me if it's something you can buy at Gwyneth Paltrow's online store Goop, or something you can buy in the Weasley's joke shop in Harry Potter. Answer quick, you'll only have a few seconds to choose between Goop or Weasley's Wizard Wheezes. And you're both doing this together, so look alive. Okay, let's do it. Beauty dust. Peruvian instant darkness powder. Ten-second pimple vanisher. Kid calming mist. Daydream charms. Psychic vampire repellent. You know poo. That was nice and forgettable. Now let's keep going.
I don't need you anymore.
Coming up next, the first rule of AV Club. For this question, I was going to hook up my laptop to the TV. Oh, but I can't find the right dongle. Oh, dong it. If my laptop's dongle were the same relative size as a male sea turtle's dongle, about how long would that be? 1/64th the length of my laptop, 1/16th the length of my laptop, 1/2 the length of my laptop, or twice the length of my laptop? And how'd we do? It'll get easier in time. Were you thinking this one? Male sea turtles are extremely well endowed. Its penis size is roughly half its body length. Which explains why you never see them driving sports cars. Next up, winter is chumming. You know how rich people sometimes say things about how they're gonna summer in the Hamptons or winter in Vail? Well, if you ask a North Pacific humpback whale how she'll be wintering, what might she say? Sweetheart, I'll be feeding in the Arctic. Darling, I'll be breeding in Hawaii. Peaches, I'll be feeding in Panama. Or Poochie, I'll be breeding in Antarctica. Okay, who chose what? You blew it.
Whoa! Oh, that was nice.
This would have worked. In the winter months, North Pacific humpback whales migrate to the subtropical waters around Hawaii to Not to be crass, but it's a total f***ing blowhole fest. Round 1 is history. Let's take a look at those scores.
Currently, player 2 is in the lead. Player 1, on the other hand, you could use a little help, and there's no shame in that. Your performance has triggered the need for another screw.
And keep in mind, round 2 screws have crazier effects. Plus, they earn you a bigger bonus for each player that gets the question wrong. So don't be shy about using that thing. Player 2, I'd answer fast if I were you, unless you're looking to get screwed. Oh, and remember, questions are worth twice as much in round 2.
I feel good about this.
6 trombones is not a parade.
Take a good look at ordering Amazons on Amazon. William Moulton Marston, creator of Wonder Woman, also helped invent something in real life that has properties kind of like which of her fictional weapons. Her invisible plane, her lasso of truth, her bullet-deflecting bracelets, or her girdle of Hippolyta. Let's see how that shook out. The correct answer is Marston helped create the polygraph machine, which, like the lasso, gets to the truth of the matter. My own personal lasso of truth is a big glass of gin and vermouth. Yeah, martinis make me chatty.
Hey, question.
Binge Pipe now offers content surveys. Would you like a question with air horns or a question about air horns? Choose on your devices now. We have a tie. Binge Pipe will choose for you.
L'asperge se moque de moi. 7.
Oh, here's a good one. A question with air horns. If I get one of these babies in my hands, I just can't myself. How many compartments does a cow's stomach have? Or, hope you like what you picked. Nope, not this one. A cow has 4 distinct compartments in their stomach, or sometimes just referenced as 4 stomachs. 4 stomachs. That'll make a lot of...
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of 8.
Why not try Run for Your Wildlife? Which of these is not a cold-blooded killer? A swordfish with a fish sword? A goose? Oh, watch out. You got screwed in the back, player 2. Say, can you answer a moving target? So what'd you pick? Swordfish are fish, and fish are warm. If they are swimming in warm water, because they're cold-blooded. Mammals and birds are warm-blooded creatures. I would still steer clear of that particular goose. Here's one for you. Type equals squiggly bracket male comma singer squiggly bracket.
Accept all cookies, don't clear your cache. It's time for data mining.
I've been told BingePipe loves all of its users, equally.
But can you help us separate our celebrity user data from the rest of the normals? Is Rat Pack available? Is Kandaman available? Is Merbajing available? Whose DMV search history have we acquired? Sammy Davis Jr., Bobby Darin, Frank Sinatra, or Louis Armstrong?
So who got it? Anybody see my wrong answer? Oh, here it is. Should have picked this. Sammy Davis Jr. was a member of the Rat Pack and famous for singing The Candyman and Mr. Bojangles.
Mr. Davis Jr. was not a real rat, but like 85% of our users, he was a mammal.
Sabes que es lindo, yes, perritos.
I call this one broad appeal. If Ilana and Abby from Broad City befriended a queen from India, what should be their new catchphrase? Yas Khan, Yasamir, Yasrani, or Yas Sultan? I love this part. Nobody picks that one. Smart people choose this. Rani is Hindi for queen. You made it to the attack. Oh, you know what you're doing. That's nice. Here's your clue. You will definitely eat me. You are what you eat. Every little part. Good luck. Player 2 takes it! Nice work, Player 2. Now's a real wham bam trivia slam dunk. Nothing but net. Sports. Look, I wasn't actually paying attention. I don't even know how you did.
You don't know Jack!
This menu screen is a Binge Pipe exclusive. While other streaming services are satisfied with just providing quality content, Binge Pipe is never satisfied. We have an insatiable hunger for content that haunts our every waking hour. Please, enjoy this game, because we have forgotten how to enjoy anything.
As a mom, I used to stay up nights worried about what my kids were watching on TV. But then I got Binge Pipe. With hours and hours of quality movies, TV programs, and game shows, I haven't had time to worry about my kids at all. Whoa! A movie about a horse that's also a doctor? Looks like I'm missing another dance recital.
Prepare your body for enjoyment with this upcoming Binge Pipe programming.
Our family has been in the business of trees for what seems like forever. My father had it passed down from his father as many generations as there are, well, rings on this here tree. Now it's up to me, the first woman in our family, to take on the responsibility of overseeing the business and appeasing the bloodthirsty and vengeful tree gods with the unreasonable sacrifices they demand, and to promise to never talk about the bodies. All while raising a family in these here woods.
Ring, 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 ring. Hi, it's me, Evan Jacover. You might remember me from Evan Jacover, Best Friend for Hire. Well, as it turns out, there's not a lot of money in the friendship business, so that's why I've decided to rebrand myself. Today, I'm proud to introduce my new business venture, Evan Jacover, Bad Boy for Hire. Does your classroom need someone in the back of the room to scoff at the teacher while resting their legs on a desk and wearing sunglasses? Is your party missing a mysterious and stoic stranger smoking in the corner? I might cough up a storm, but I'm up for the task. Does your small town need a lovable renegade who vandalizes the sheriff's office with washable paint? I can do all these things because I'm one bad boy. I'll wear a leather jacket that's a little too big on me. I'll ride one of those motorcycles that has 2 wheels in the front. I'll pull out a switchblade. That's really a comb. I'll do all these things because I'm the baddest.
Binge Pipe's menu screen